Hello, today is 1/26 of 26, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently 11 a.m., and I am getting ready to have my first meal of the day. So I made myself some coffee and I used whole milk. I have been using 2% milk, but I just really feel like a delicious cup of coffee today. And there is a difference. Like I can taste a difference between the whole milk and the 2% milk. Not really taste, but like the texture, the creaminess of it. So I used 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk, a serving of whey isolate protein powder, and a serving of collagen peptides. I have been experimenting with MCT oil. I've been taking a tablespoon of it every day. I felt like it made things clearer for me. Like I shouldn't say that. It made my brain calmer. Um, and now I'm going to go off it. So it's kind of like a way to really see, okay, was I feeling it because of the MCT oil? Is there something else? I don't know, right? So I'm going to go off of it and just see how I feel and see if I really think that it makes a difference. Um, and then today I am going to try these sous vide egg bites. I'm pretty sure I got these from Target, but don't quote me on that. So they're signature sous vide. They have uncured bacon and white cheddar in 2 of them, which is a serving. There's 250 calories with 17 grams of fat, 8 carbs, and 1 fiber with 1 added sugar. So there's 7 net carbs, which isn't great, I don't think. And then protein of 16. The ingredients are cottage cheese, eggs, white cheddar cheese, uncured bacon pieces, unsalted butter. And then it does have rice starch, cornstarch, distilled white vinegar, salt, canola oil, hot sauce, milk, and eggs. Oh, I mean, I guess I already said the milk and eggs. It contains milk and eggs. It's like a separate thing, but it's right below there. Okay, so I'm going to give these a try. Now, I cooked them in the microwave. The instructions say for best results to cook them in the air fryer, but I just did not have the energy for that today. And to be honest, like today is kind of a bad day. Just with what we have going on and emotionally, I'm just not like doing very well. So I don't have I just don't have a lot of energy today. And it's probably part of why I want like a nice delicious cup of coffee. The flavor is pretty good. Um, there's a lot of cheese in it, but they're also like pretty dense, which I guess is good, right? Like it gives you a good amount of food, but it does feel a little weird. Like I feel like it should be a little less dense than it is. Um, although maybe, I mean, honestly, like it's so dense, I feel like I might only be able to eat one of them. So like maybe that's great. I don't know, but it doesn't. I don't like the mouthfeel of it. It has a ton of flavor. It's salty. Like there's definitely salt in there. You don't need to add any salt. I add salt to almost everything. So it's pretty salty, has a lot of cheese in it. I just wish the texture was a little bit different. It is 3:30 and I am making my second meal of the day. I'm undecided as to whether I'm going to eat a third meal or not. So that's why I'm not calling it my last meal, though traditionally it would be. I am making a new recipe. I am making pork tenderloin with onions and mushrooms. I have my pork tenderloin here. I rubbed a tablespoon of olive oil and some salt and pepper all over both pieces here. And then I have another tablespoon of olive oil in my pan here. The original recipe calls for 5 tablespoons of oil, 2 of them on the tenderloin and 3 of them in the pan. It's a traditional keto recipe, so high fat, but I prioritize protein and I want my calories to be coming from protein. So I'm just not going to use that much fat in this recipe. Now that my pan is hot, I'm going to go ahead and add my tenderloin. Ooh, yes, perfect sizzle. And then I'm just going to let this cook. It should take, the recipe says, about 15 minutes. I'll be turning it occasionally to make sure that I get it browned on all sides. Okay, so I forgot to press record. I have taken my tenderloin out. So I did add a lid to the pan. I felt like it was starting to get like too browned on the edges and not cooked through. So I did add a lid to help it kind of like cook through and not continue to brown. I'm putting it in my microwave because it's a small space. So I need to keep it warm. It's easy to just like pop it in my microwave. It's a small space. It'll keep it warm in there rather than going through the work of like getting out foil and covering it or whatever. I'm just going to do that. In my pan here now, I have 8 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms that are sliced. The recipe does call for, I think, shiitake mushrooms, but I couldn't get any. And then it also calls for pearl onions. And again, I couldn't get those. So I just used one medium onion that I cut into slices. And then I also added 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. So the original recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme. Anytime you're subbing in a dried herb for what a recipe would call for a fresh herb, you want to use 1/3 of the amount. So it's really easy when it's a tablespoon because 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. To get a third of a tablespoon, you would get 1 teaspoon. So that's why I added 2 teaspoons because the original recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I hope all that math makes sense. And then I added more salt and pepper. And I'm just going to cook these until they are softened down and scrape up the bottom deliciousness that is in the pan. Here's my beautiful meal. I am having 2 servings, so I have a total of 6 ounces of pork tenderloin here, and then half of the onion and mushroom mixture. The recipe serves 4, but I did double the meat, so I actually have enough for 8 servings instead of just 4 servings. But I'm only having 2. Yeah, it's really good. Really a flavor profile that I've had before. I enjoy, so it is. It's nice. It's the pork is really nice with the flavor of the mushroom and the onion with that thyme in there. It's very, very good. After I ate my tenderloin, which was delicious, I realized that I didn't realize what time it was, and I was going to need to be leaving, and so I did want to get some more food in to make sure that I was getting to my protein goal for today. So I ate a Robert Irvine's Fit Crunch protein bar. I know not super clean. I just needed to grab something and eat it, and a Think beef stick. So that's what I had to finish off my day. And then I realized that I didn't forget that I'm supposed to be in maintenance, but I kind of did. Like I know, oh yeah, you're in maintenance, but I didn't actually like do it. So I ended up with about 1,700 calories. My protein is 174. My net carbs are 39 and my fat is 81. My caloric deficit is about 600 calories. I'm fully satisfied. Like the thought of food like doesn't even enter my mind. It's not like I'm stuffed and I'm like, "Oh, I'm so full." I'm just very satisfied. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is and we'll try again tomorrow.